Hi, welcome to the final class of the beginner series. We've done a lot of typical things you'll find in a yoga class if you go to a studio or a gym. There are a couple standing balance poses that we haven't addressed because they're a little more challenging. So for instance, tree or eagle that we've practiced, you're standing pretty much upright. The two today that we'll explore are Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3, which is standing on one leg, leaning forward. You're making like a T shape with your body. So it's even harder when you start to take that torso forward. And then Ardha Chandrasana, which is half moon pose, which is kind of a T shape with your body too, but it's to the side. And that one's even more challenging, I think. But they both take some core strength and some balance. And so I wanted to introduce them to you because they're kind of fun. And for me, it took a long time to actually master, if you ever master a pose, to actually hold a pose, let's say it that way. And you'll find today I may even struggle because the sand shifts underneath me, and it's harder when you're on an unsteady surface than when, say, you're on a wood or a tile floor. So this is the final day of the series. I hope you've had a good time, and I hope it's been a good introduction to you for all the poses and sort of the basic concepts of a yoga practice. So today let's start on the back. Let's start in Shavasana. Legs hips distance apart, feet splay out comfortably, arms by the sides, palms facing up. Just take a little bit here to notice how you feel today. Just notice the quality of your breath right now as you just sit down for the first time. Notice how your body feels today. As you notice your body, just start to relax. And notice as you relax what that does to your breath. On the next inhale, hug the knees into the chest. Grab behind the thighs or around the shins and rock from side to side. And bring the legs to stillness in the center. Take the arms to a T. Take an inhale. Exhale, take the legs all the way to the right for a reclined twist. Gaze can go towards the left hand. If that doesn't feel good for the neck, you can look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, take the legs over to the left. Gaze either to the right or up to the ceiling. Inhale, bring the legs to center. Hug the knees into the chest. And roll off to your right side. Press into the left palm. Come up to seated. Don't mind me while I shake the sand off. And come into tabletop. The beach is beautiful, but it's a little messy sometimes. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Look forward. Couple rounds of cat-cow. Exhale, push the floor away, round the upper back, drop the head. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, forward. And exhale, round. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, big toes touch. Set the hips back to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, come up to tabletop. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, lift that right leg up parallel to the mat. You can stay here or maybe lift the left arm. Exhale, press into the right palm, left shin, round the upper back, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Keep lifting the belly up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Keep the right leg up. Think of pressing that right heel to the back of the room. And then lower that leg down. Inhale, lift the left leg, maybe right arm, but you don't have to. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, keep reaching through fingertips and the heel. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, lower the right hand down. Keep pressing through that left heel. It's going to be important for later. And then lower that shin down, tabletop. Take the hips to the heels, child's pose. Inhale to table. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And then slowly walk the feet up to the hands, forward fold. Hold here in the forward fold. You can take the hands to the mat. Maybe you bring them to a block or a folded up blanket or towel. You can grab opposite elbows and hang. Let the top of the head hang towards the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center, half sun salute. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, lower the knees down, shift the hips forward, come all the way to the belly. Inhale, lift the head and the shoulders for cobra. Exhale, push through table, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Slow, steady breath. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the feet up to the hands, forward fold, one big step or baby steps. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, close the eyes. Then softly blink the eyes open and turn to the long edge of the mat. If you have a block, you want to grab the block. I'm covered in sand here. You could, if you have a chair, you could bring it to the short end of the mat, the top of the mat there. You can use that. So setting up for warrior two, like we've been doing, right toes spin to the short end of the mat, left toes in slightly. Hands to hips. Inhale, bend the front leg, lift the arms to a T. Exhale, bring the right hand to the block on the inside of the front foot. If you don't have the block, you can just rest the forearm on the thigh here if you're using a chair. And then bring the left hand down to the hip. Walk the left hand in halfway. Hand, that's your foot. And then take the block a foot in front of your front foot on the pinky toe side. This is where if you have the chair, you can bring the right hand to the chair. Press into the right foot and the right hand, lift the left leg up. This is half moon pose. You could keep the hand on the hip or extend the arm, that's harder. Keep pressing through this right foot. I see a lot of people like trying to think about this back leg and they don't think about their standing leg. This is your foundation. So think of pressing into all four corners of that foot. So big toe mound, little toe mound, inner and outer heel. As you press into the foot, notice what happens to my leg. Whoop. I start to get a really strong foundation. This leg starts to engage. My quad gets really tight or firm. So as I do that, then I think of pressing my head to the front of the room and pushing my left heel to the back of the room. So instead of thinking of just coming up with the body, think of getting length to get long. So I start here maybe, press into that right foot, pull everything away from each other. See the difference? Take one more inhale. Exhale, bend into that right leg, come back, extended side angle. Block comes to the inside of the front foot. Inhale up, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, hands to hips, spin the toes towards the side of the mat. Bring that block over towards the left foot. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Take the left toes to the short end of the mat, right toes in. Inhale, bend to the front leg. Bring the arms to a T, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, left hand to the block, right arm by the ear. Bring that right hand to the hip. Take the block a foot in front of that left foot, pinky toe side, right foot comes in. Then press into that left foot, straighten the leg, lift the right leg. Gaze will be towards the side wall, hand can come up or it can stay on the hip. Keep pulling the head and the right heel away from each other, length to lift. And then bend into the standing leg. Come back, extended side angle, right arm by the ear. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, hands to hips, spin the toes to the side of the mat. And walk the feet in. Take that block off to the side of the mat. And come back to Tadasana, the front of the mat. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands, stay on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, up for crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lean forward halfway, back foot comes in. Exhale, you're gonna hinge forward. You can bring the hands to the blocks. This is warrior three. Again, press into that right foot, straighten the right leg. Think of pulling the left heel back and the head forward. If you want to try it, you can bring the hands to prayer. One more inhale. Exhale, bend into that front leg, come back to crescent. One more inhale. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring the foot down between the hands, stay on the ball of the back foot. Inhale up, warrior three. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm sorry, that was crescent. Inhale, lean forward, back foot comes in. Exhale, hinge forward, keep finding length to lift. Hands can come to blocks. Lift the belly, try and keep the shoulders and the hips parallel to the mat. Spin the right toes and knee down. One more inhale. Exhale, bend into the standing leg, come back to crescent. Inhale here. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. And then drop the knees, cross the shins, come back to seated, bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat, towards the front of the mat. Extend the arms out straight. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, slowly roll down. Draw the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Let's take that same twist that we took earlier, arms to a T. Take an inhale. Exhale, legs to the right, gaze to the left or the ceiling. Inhale the legs through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center, hug the knees in. You can stay here if you like happy baby. You can grab the outer edges of the feet, big toes, or maybe behind the thighs. Keep extending the tailbone to the mat, the wall behind you. And hug the knees into the chest. Inhale the forehead to the knees. Give yourself a final hug. Exhale, lower the head down. And extend the legs onto the mat for Shavasana. Notice how those standing balance poses are challenging. Maybe it was hard to remember to breathe. So now here in Shavasana, let the breath be natural. Hopefully it's slowed down. You're welcome to stay here. Start to deepen your breath. And wiggle the fingers and toes. Circle the ankles and wrists. And reach the arms up overhead. Stretch from fingers to toes. Roll off to the right side. Press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Eyes closed, hands at heart center. And bow your head in gratitude for taking time out for yourself today. I hope you have enjoyed this series. It's been a lot of fun for me to put it together and to come out to this beautiful place where I live and to share it with you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.